Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and being a producer of Wrestle Massacre as well as Inside Movies Galore, I am David Streggy, and welcome to Delusions of Grandeur. Enjoy the reviews. I certainly did.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so fuck you. Over.
Did you miss me? I guess not.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Delusions of Grandeur. I am your host, David Streggy, and here I have another review for you of a film that was filmed in 2020. The third installment to Evan Jacobs' hilarious comedy trilogy called, and get ready for this, folks, Death Toilet 3. Doody Calls. The film stars Isaac Golub as Father Dingleberry, Mike Hartsfield as Brett Baxter, and Evan Jacobs, installing himself as a worker that is in the film. So, the basic gist of this film is that it relies on some flashbacks of Death Toilet 1 and 2. But it kind of shows us what's been happening since, and kind of where Brett Baxter sits in the story. At the end of the Death Toilet 2, his precious Father Dingleberry had been killed off, and he was left to carry the mission that they had set out to do. And in this particular film, he ends up going back to his brother's place, selling the place off, but not realizing that the toilet had been sold and then removed and evidently bought by a church. And so illicitly he became haunted by the spirit of, or at least the spirit-like voice of Father Dingleberry to find these ancient scrolls. And it leads them to a church, leads them to a graveyard, and somehow Father Dingleberry is resurrected, and they continue their demonic battle with the demonic toilet. I do think that this film has had an evolution of sorts. For Evan Jacobs has become somewhat known, at least to me, in the independent field, as like a person who can actually take and create his own special effects using computer effects. And last time it was water. This time it was smoke and lightning. That which seems to me kind of similar to like Tesla coils, and explosions of a digital sort. And they effectively work, and also clouds of destruction of a certain nature. I thought that there was some comedy. I thought that the way that in which he made it seem like a royal toilet paper would suddenly, for no apparent reason, unroll itself, wrap its uh, roll of paper around one's throat and drag a person up some stairs and killed them. And I just love the idea of this. The fact that this is done on such a low budget. I mean, IMDb says that only 500 was put into this film, which is almost a next to no budget. But I do think that he actually, Evan Jacobs did actually put more into this film than he has the previous. And I do really think that he has something here. Um, it's definitely comical. There are parts in this film that remind me of like um, playing a modern warfare game or something like that, because you're seeing it from a first person standpoint, and it's it's Mike Hartfield in like some army get up, and he's calling on backup for this toilet in the grass, like he's having some kind of dream from Vietnam, like when he was in Vietnam, he was actually killing toilets for a living. So it is hilarious. It's I mean, you do have some repetitiveness from time to time, but you have to follow the story, and you have to get into the characters. And that's one thing think these films have been good. They've been good for character building, and I certainly enjoy these films. When I first heard about Death Toilet, I had to get a copy of it, and then when I realized that Evan Jacobs has been around for quite a long time, and doing his own stuff for quite a while, and it was fascinating to check out some of his earlier stuff, if not more. So um, definitely check the film out if you get a chance. I know that there are copies on Sub Rosa Cinema's site for sale, and hopefully you enjoyed my review of this film. I mean, ah, Mike Hartsfield, he kind of reminds me of a heavier version of David Cross. Uh, especially in voice. I mean, I remember David Cross from playing the wheelchair guy in Scary Movie 2, and just uh, hearing Mike Hartsfield speak kind of reminds me very much of David Cross. So uh, he is Evan Jacobs, David Cross, go-to actor, at least in this particular franchise, and I'm looking forward to a Death Toilet 420 if that is ever made. um, Again, it's not for everyone. It is low budget, but for some reason, Father Dingleberry's uh, resurrection is kind of zombie-like, and it's just something that you got to see. So hopefully you enjoyed my review, like, share, and subscribe if you can. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this film, and whether you think you're going to actually go out and see this film. It was entertaining, and I'm glad that I own it in my collection. So thank you, and enjoy.
You were good, kid, real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?